Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Sabrina Haq, Assistant Teacher of Science, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Dear students, today I am going to take a science class for class 8 student on the based on extra creative questions and answer from chapter 12 and chapter 4. Dear students, let's start for our today's topic. Dear students, today we will discuss first chapter from chapter 12 CQ number 15. This is the stem of the CQ. This is the earth and this is two satellite, that means two artificial or man-made satellite. First question number A is the earth has how many satellites? B, write differences between planets and satellites. And C, describe the rotation method of object A mentioned in the stem at that position. And last question for this CQ is what information can be gathered from the object A analyzed. The answer of A question was the earth has how many satellites? The answer is the earth has only one satellite. That satellite is about the natural satellite. Dear students, not about the artificial satellite. The earth has only one natural satellite, that is moon, and we will give answer on the based on natural satellite. Now come to the B. The question was write differences between planets and satellites. The answer is differences between planets and satellites are given below. Planets rotates around the sun, and second one, planets are bigger than the satellites in terms of size. Dear students, now we will discuss about the satellites. First one, rotate around the planet, and second one, satellites are smaller than the planet in terms of size. Now come to the question B. Question C was describe the rotation method of object A mentioned in the stem at that position. The answer is object A of the figure is an artificial satellite. Its rotation method is explained below. For the orbital motion of a satellite around the earth, there must be a centripetal force working inward. This force comes from the earth's gravitational attraction. The calculation shows that a satellite will rotate around the earth if it is given 8 km per second velocity. Horizontal to earth at 250 km height, but it is not easy to give so much velocity at such height because the object will have friction with atmosphere and will burn to ashes, and this is why satellites are launched with their rocket system, and then it is given its required velocity horizontal to earth, then the artificial satellite can rotate around the earth. So from the above discussion, it can be said that after the artificial satellite is launched, it rotates around the earth in a specific orbit due to the gravitational force it feels towards the earth. Now we will discuss about the D. The question was what information can be gathered from the object A analyzed. The answer of the D is A of the stem is man-made or artificial satellite. Artificial satellites are used for different purposes. They are named according to their uses. For example, communication satellites, weather satellites, earth observation satellite, military satellite, navigation satellite, and astronomical satellite. Now we will discuss about these types of satellites. First we will discuss about communication satellite. The invent of radio, television, etc. has made our lives easier as we can communicate with people within a much shorter time than before. It all happened It all happened due to the communication satellites, which basically works as relay station and can receive and send signals to any place on earth. Now we will discuss about weather satellite. These satellites transmit images of the weather and the earth's environment. They helped to show that the ozone layer was being depleted. With the help of this satellite, the weather can be taken during natural disaster. The picture of the weather can be taken Now come to the next one, Earth observation satellite. This satellite can be give us clean picture of the Earth's surface. It can also observe the position of ships in the sea and can diagnose possible leakage of oil from ships causing pollution. They can observe the fields of crops over vast areas and find out where crops are growing well and where there is an invasion of insects. Earth observation satellites are also used for discovering minerals and locate mountains and forests with greater accuracy. Now we will discuss about the military satellite. These satellites are used by some countries for military purposes. These acts as spies in the sky and are used to locate enemy positions and to find out the enemy's attracting intentions. Now we will discuss about navigation satellite. Navigation satellites are used to locate the exact position of vehicles, especially when they are lost or accident happen. The last one we will discuss, that is astronomical satellite. Astronomical satellites are used to observe the planets, stars, galaxies and all objects in the sky. These satellites gives better visibility because the light rays are not scattered by the air molecules of the atmosphere. For all these versatile uses, artificial satellite bear much importance and add a new dimension to the existing technologies for further development. Dear students, this question answer I have taken from your textbook. You can write from your textbook also. It is given in your textbook so nicely. So follow your textbook for question answer of D. Now we will discuss about creative question number 3. It is belongs to chapter 4. There is 3 groups. In first group there is paddy, and in second group there is champa and akanda, and in the third group there is pineapple and jackfruit. The first question is, what is called asexual reproduction? And question B is, what is pata shaula is called water pollinated why pata shaula is called water pollinated flower? Then now next question is, describe how the germination of figure 1 in the stem occurs. That means in the paddy, how germination occurs in the paddy, we have to discuss about this. And question D, group 2 and group 3 of above stem are produced from the various parts of fertile flower analyzed. Group 2 come here to, there is champa and akanda, and group 3 is pineapple and jackfruit, and we have to find out from the stem produced from the various part of fertile flower. That means these two are produced from various parts of fertile flower. Now come to the answer. The first question was, what is called asexual reproduction? The answer of the question is, asexual reproduction is the process where part of the parent's plants is used to generate a new plant. When plants, root, stem, leaves, etc. give rise to a new plant, then it is called asexual reproduction. Dear students, it is taken from your textbook. You can also follow for this question answer your textbook. Now come to the B. Why pata shaula is called water pollinated flower? Flowers of Patasheola are small, lightweight and can float in the water. These flowers do not have any scent. Female flowers have long stalks, whereas male flowers are with short stalks. Matured male flower get detached from the stalks and float on water. This is why Patasheola is called water pollinated flower. Here water is helps in the pollination, that's why Patasheola is called water pollinated flower. Now come to the question C. Describe how the germination of figure 1 in the stem occurs, and figure 1 was paddy. Now come to the answer. The first seed mentioned in the stem is a paddy seed. Usually apical germination occurs in this seed. The process of apical germination is described below. Look in the picture. This is the paddy seed and the radicals comes out, and now hypocotyledon is coming out from here, and from hypocotyledon the cotyledons comes out. Here is the shoots comes out and the roots goes under the ground. It is called apical germination. And you have to draw this figure for this answer. The epicotyle emerge above the ground by keeping the two cotyledons below the ground after planting the seed in the ground. If an adequate amount of water, heat and aeration are arranged, then within 2 or 3 days seedlings will come out of the seed and emerge above the ground. The seed initially swells up after getting water and the radicle comes out through the ovule pore. It slowly develops into the primary root. In the second step, epicotyles emerge from the soil. In this case, the two cotyledons emerge above the ground. Now come to the question D, answer of D. Question was group 2 and group 3 of the above stem are produced from the various parts of fertile flower, and group 2 are there champa and akanda, and group 3 are there pineapple and jackfruit. The answer of the question is the fruits in groups number 2 of the stem are champa and akanda, and the groups in the group number 3 are pineapple and jackfruit. Flowers such as champa and akanda contain several ovaries, and each of the ovaries develops into fruits and remains as an aggregated on a petal. These types of fruit is called an aggregated fruit. In the case of the fruits such as pineapple, jackfruit, etc., an entire spadix of the flower develops into a fruit. This type of fruit is called a multiple fruit. Depending on the fruit development process from a flower, the fruits of group 2 and 3 or akanda, champa and pineapple, jackfruit, etc. are divided into 2 separated classes. Dear students, this is your homework number 23 for your annual term. You have to do as your homework CQ number D from CQ 15 and C from CQ 3, and you have to submit on Sunday. Dear students, this one is your homework and this one also is your homework. These two you have to do as your homework, and you have to follow your textbook for writing this question answer. Dear students, I have finished my today's topic. Hope you have understood. If you feel any problem, you can contact with me. I have given my contact number and my messenger ID on the board. Keep practicing, learn all the previous question answer, whatever we have provided on the online classes. Do all the SW regularly, because you will get your CT diary and SBMRs on the basis on your performance of SW. Then stay safe, stay home. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.